one more Game of Thrones video for the day. Does the Golden Company betray Cersei? I think so. I think it's pretty obvious. I think it's clear, and I think there's a lot of things foreshadowing it, pointing to it, and I think it's right in front of our faces. So I don't think there's going to be spoilers in this video, but still, you probably shouldn't watch it. If you haven't seen the most recent episode, that is episode 4 of season 8. And let's jump into it. Okay, so Cersei is about to go to war with Jon Snow, Dany, everybody and their mom, and it's pretty much just Cersei and her armies and the Euron Greyjoy and his navy. And here's a picture of Dany. I just love this picture. I had to throw it in there. But Euron Greyjoy and his navy, and she has her people inside the castle, and the Golden Company is on the way. Now, if you're not familiar with the Golden Company, they've been talking about them. They talked about them quite a bit in season 7. And there's one specific meeting that kind of foreshadows their betrayal. Okay? So, Cersei's talking to this representative from the Iron Bank. And remember, her dad owed the Iron Bank tens of millions of gold. No small number. I don't know how much gold is worth, like, to $1, but I'd imagine it's like a lot of dollars, bro. But anyway, Cersei's dad owed them a lot of money. So Cersei had paid them back, I guess, a certain amount, and kind of, I don't know if she didn't remember her dad owed them tens of millions of dollars of gold, but she's sitting there talking to this representative from the Iron Bank. And right after she repays this gold, she asks for a loan to fund the Golden Company to help defeat her enemies. And so when she mentions the Golden Company, the man from the Iron Bank says, "Oh yes, we've worked with them. They go after our debtors and get our money for us." And Cersei smiles. I don't know if that was, she knows that her dad owed them all this money and she kind of inherits that. She's still a Lannister and she's using her dad's connections to get the, like, obviously. I think more likely what happens is she doesn't realize how much her dad owes the Iron Bank. And the Iron Bank just said, we use the Golden Company to go after our debtors. And Cersei is basically using the Iron Bank's money to pay the Golden Company. Okay? So, and there's one other scene where Cersei's talking to Tyrion. And no, is it Cersei and Tyrion? No, it's Tyrion and his father. And they're talking, and he's saying, what happens when we owe them? Tyrion asks his father, what happens when we owe them too much money? And his father says they start funding our enemies. And this was in the early seasons. I believe season 2. So, she's using the Iron Bank's money, who she owes a lot more to pay for the most skilled soldiers and mercenaries who have no loyalties to anybody but whoever pays them the most money. The Iron Bank's going to pay them to take out Cersei Lannister, or at least to help nullify her armies so someone else can just end it already, because she's never going to pay the debts back at this point. Ever. She'll never have enough money. The Iron Bank is tired of it. The Golden Company is going to turn at a key point in the show, because if you think about it, right now, things look pretty bad for our heroes, I guess, Jon and Dany. They just finished the long night. They lost pretty much half of everybody. Cersei, of course, the two-faced, conniving, backstabbing person she is, said she'd show up and didn't show up. Oh, go figure. And has her full force army, Greyjoy's navy, and the Golden Company coming. So it looks really bad. But what I think happens is, at a key point in the show, when the Golden Company's inside, they turn. They know what they're going to do. They play nice because Cersei has no other reason to think they wouldn't. And they turn. They start killing the Lannister army. They take down the scorpions that shoot down dragons, and that is how the dragons can make their way in. And it's going to be a huge shock to everybody. I think that's what happens. I think there's like a 99% chance that happens, actually. What do you guys think happens, though? I'm really, really curious. She's banking on this Golden Company coming, even though they have no loyalty to her, just the highest bidder, and the Iron Bank has more money than the Lannisters if they're still borrowing money to pay for the Golden Company. So, super, super curious. What do you guys think happens? Please subscribe if you want. I don't really care about that. I just want to have a discussion. Comment below. Tell me if I'm right. If you think I'm right, tell me if you think I'm wrong. Tell me if you think I'm a moron. Just be nice. Let's have some discussion. Let's talk some nerdy stuff, man. Y'all have a good day. Later.